happy Saturday and welcome back to another vlog. I'm joining you this morning in quite a sweaty state because I have just been to a high rocks class, literally just got home. I wanted to film this intro this morning before I left, but in classic me fashion, I didn't leave myself much time to get there, and also Todd was asleep, so I didn't want to be too loud or anything, so yeah, hence why I'm now looking rather red, but the class was really good. I did actually try and take a few clips of the class on my phone, so I will insert those here. High rocks classes are a bit of a shock to the system for me these days. I have done 3 high rockses before. I did my first January last year with my friend. We booked that on such a whim, and that was back in the days where it was still a ballot for the ticket system, and so we put our names on the ballot, obviously didn't think we'd get in, and then it was my entry that got in, and then I was thinking like, oh my god, what have we done? But it was really good because then it sort of pushed me to like try that style of training. And it was a style of training I actually really enjoyed. Like when I was training for that one in January, I was all in, like high rocks obsessed. So then I did another one with Todd's sister in the April. And then I did a solo, both of those were like open doubles, just like the normal weights. And then I did a normal solos in October. And not gonna lie, it like really scarred me. I mean, it was fine, and like I got the time that I wanted and stuff. It was nothing like too speedy, but it was so hard. Like, I think because in doubles you have the rest while your partner's obviously doing the work, and then you can sort of use the runs as a bit of a recovery. It's not, like, it's obviously really hard, but it's not too bad. Like, I do find it manageable. But oh my god, solo was just a different kettle of fish. That being said, I would like to do another one, another solo. Like, that was that thing again of when I finished, I was just like, never again in my life am I doing this. But now some time has passed and I'm thinking like, okay, I probably will do another, just to sort of try and improve my time. But anyway, since the solo, so since October, literally not done any form of like that kind of hybrid class, HIIT intense vibe. I mean, here and there, yeah, but like I was literally doing it day in, day out, and those days are a distant memory, but I'm trying to get back into it. I haven't really got like any races in mind or anything at the moment. I think me and my friend Brie want to do London doubles in December, but that's a bit of time away. So I'm just sort of now trying to like find the fun in it again, find the love for that style of training, and just get back into a routine where it doesn't feel like a chore, because before it felt like literally like a passion. Yeah, that's why I went to that class this morning, and it was actually really good. Like the girl that runs them is so lovely, the studio's great, the people there are always really nice. So I always have a really fun time whenever I go to those classes. I just want to show you my outfit as well. That's why I wanted to film before I left, but I didn't have a chance. Because it feels really like summery and cute. So I've got this top on from JLux. It's a little shop that I found on Instagram. They do these like double up tops. So this is all like built in, you can't separate them. But they're just so cute. I literally love them. This is what it looks like from the back. Super cute. Yeah, I've got one in brown and one in this like denim blue, but I think for the summer months, I like this vibe. And then I've just paired it with these shorts from Cotton On. I got these when I went to Kuala Lumpur. I think Cotton On are actually an Australian brand. I went to Australia back in 2020, and literally me and my friend that I went with, we were just in Cotton On all the time. And then I remember we went to Cairns at the very end of the trip, and there was this big outlet. Oh god, we did some damage, but yeah, they're Australian. I think they do some bits on ASOS, but it's not like the full range. So then when I went back to Asia last year and saw Cotton On, I was like, best believe I'm going in there. And I picked up these shorts. They're nice. They're like, I don't even think you can see the full thing with the way that this camera's set, but they're those ones where they've got like the double short. So they've got like a gym short underneath and then a running short on top. So perfect for hybrid style workouts. So yeah, that's me this morning. Done and dusted early doors, which I'm pleased about. It's actually just hit 9 o'clock. The class was at 7:30. So a productive start to the morning before the day ahead. So Todd and I are actually going to Bristol today with some friends, which will be fun. The weather is just unreal. I mean, it's a bit grey today at the moment, but it's meant to be like 23 degrees. I think tomorrow is meant to be 29, and it just gets hotter and hotter throughout the week. So it's a gorgeous bank holiday. We're gonna have some drinks in Bristol, have some food, play some games. We've got that Lane 7 booked with like bowling and stuff. So that should be good fun. I am now just gonna make some porridge and then I'm gonna get ready for Bristol. Okay, got my porridge. I always have the exact same things on my porridge. So this is 45 grams of oats with normal milk, 2 strawberries, a teaspoon of peanut butter. I did do a little bit extra today. And a square of dark chocolate. And then when I mix it all in, it is just the most chocolatey, nutty creation ever. Maybe I'll mix it in now so you can see. Well, it's kind of hard to do with one hand, but then you see how all that chocolate melts down. Let me mix it properly. It's so good. I love really thick porridge as well, so it kind of looks a bit gross, but and then it just becomes like this nutty, chocolatey deliciousness. It is the best breakfast ever. Just getting ready for Bristol now, and I feel like I don't really know why I'm filming this, because when I do my makeup I am the most slapdash person ever. Like, it's weird because growing up, like, all my friends used to watch like makeup tutorials and stuff like that, and like I did, like I loved Zoella and people like that, but I obviously didn't really absorb any of it because I literally just slap stuff on my face and rub it in. I haven't got the slightest clue about like, you know, contour or like eye stuff or anything like that. But I mean, it always turns out looking okay. Probably don't follow what I'm doing if you are watching this, because it's pretty slapdash. I'm really looking forward to a nice day in Bristol. It's nice like to have so many places like that on the doorstep. It's like when I was living in Essex, it was only really London that we'd go to, which is obviously unreal. Like, it's London, there's so much to do, but the novelty sort of wears off when you're going there all the time. Like, it's nice to explore other parts of the UK, because before I went to uni in Cardiff, I'd never been out in Bristol, never been to like Exeter or anything like that. And then obviously now that I'm living here with Todd, there's so much more of that on our doorstep. So I think it will be really good fun, and Bristol's always good vibes, especially on a bank holiday weekend like this. We are getting the train at 11:30. It is currently 10:05, so got quite a bit of time, which is nice. I always like to give myself time when I get ready. Again, like, so slapdash, but it always is a trust the process with me and my makeup. But yeah, so we're getting the train at 11:30, meeting our friends on the train because they got on at a different stop. And then, yeah, I'm so excited to just have a few drinks. We're going to this like Asian tapas place for lunch, which should be really nice. I literally love that sort of food. Like, I don't know how much I'm actually gonna film because I haven't really told anyone that I'm doing this. Like, I've told Todd, obviously, I told my mum and dad, and I've told the uni girls, but other than that, like, I haven't really said anything. And like, obviously, filming in front of people, like, if I was going on my own to Bristol today, I wouldn't have a problem with like filming in front of strangers, but for some reason I feel a bit embarrassed about doing it in front of my friends, which is really weird because obviously they're my friends, like they're not gonna judge me or anything, like they're all gonna hype me up, be supportive, but yeah, it's a weird thing. I think it's just like a confidence thing, and obviously like not everyone is into this sort of stuff, you know, so yeah, not sure how much I'll film, but I will take my camera anyway because I use this camera to take pictures as well. It's the Canon SX 740. My cousin got it last year, and the pics were literally unreal, and I was like, I need that in my life. But the screen like flips up, so there's like a viewfinder, and I think that's why I was like really inspired to start doing it, because it feels like a proper vlogging camera. And I am all ready with 15 minutes to spare before we're leaving, which is very unlike me. But I feel like, yeah, because I'm quite slapdash with everything, I do just get everything done quite quick, and it's good because it's quick, but also every look that I do just looks the exact same. So pros and cons, I guess. But I have just put the Dyson Airwrap through my hair as well, just to give it a bit of a loose wave. Didn't know if it would be a bit much with this top to have curls, but I think it actually looks quite nice. Let me show you the outfit. I just got on this like denim look top from Primark actually. I like, whenever I look in Primark, I always find like really hidden gems. Like I've got such nice work stuff as well from Primark, and I feel like this could even double as a work top. But it's just like the thought of going in there sometimes is really overstimulating, but I feel like whenever I do come out with a bit of a bargain. So I've just got this on and just some white floaty linen trousers. Probably not what I ideally would have worn on a day like today because the weather is unreal. But I think I said last week in my video that my skin's been reacting quite a bit. Like, I thought it was eczema. I basically get like these weird rashes like all under my arms and on my shoulders, and then sometimes on the tops of my thighs as well. And I've been like umming and ahhing about what it is. I've seen loads of dermatologists, they've all said different stuff. The most recent one said eczema. But then it all came back again, so I submitted like a form to see the doctor, and I actually got seen yesterday, which is really quick. Sometimes they keep me waiting quite a while. And he said that he thinks it's urticaria, which is basically just like spontaneous rashes brought on by the sun, which is just like devastating news if that's true, because I love the sun. So I'm just taking like some precautions today to cover up my shoulders and my legs, because they are like the sensitive areas that burn really easily, and then when they burn they get all itchy and stuff. So yeah, probably not what I would have chosen to have worn, but I think for a last ditch effort it is fine, and that's why I bought this top yesterday, because I've got like no nice t-shirts. Like I've literally got like 4 t-shirts, and obviously if I'm going to be trying to cover up in the sun I need a few more to work with. So yeah, got this. And then jewellery, I've actually put in these like Fendi earrings that I got for my birthday from my sister when I turned 21, which is just lovely. Don't tend to wear them that often though. I get a bit scared that they're going to fall out, but I just picked them up today. I don't know why I haven't picked them in ages, but I do really love them. And then I've also got my second piercing in today, which again I never wear, but yeah, going a bit different today. So that is the look. And I've just got this brown bag as well, which is actually also from Primark. Again, never would say that that's Primark, but it's just handy because it can like fit all my stuff in it. Last thing to do before I leave is just decide which sunglasses to wear. So I've got a few options in front of me. I've got these that I put on yesterday actually. These are just from Mango. I mean, they're nothing crazy, but I kind of like them. And they're really tight on my head, which is good, because a lot of my sunglasses, because I do tend to wear them all on my head, are now just like so loose and they fall down so easily. So these are quite a good pick potentially. Or got my Ray-Bans, which are just like my trusty go-to. Like you just can't go wrong, but the only thing is then when you put them in your hair, because they've got the little like pads, they get all like caught up, so maybe I won't do that. Then the final option are these from Gucci. That is like the one thing I will quite happily splash the cash on, is like sunglasses, and I do have a really bad habit of getting them when I go to the airport. So yeah, there are these, which I feel like are the nicest on the head, but they're so like, here we go, look. They're so loose. I need to get them tightened. So I think today I'm going to go with the Mango ones, just a safe option, and I know they're not just going to like fall off my head, because I feel like I'm going to be doing a lot of like on off. So yeah, that is me. Give myself a spritz, like using the dregs of my Sol de Janeiro spray. Oh, stunning. Right, I am ready to go. Happy Sunday. I have had such a slow start to the morning, which has just been so nice. It's now 10:30 and I've just got ready for the day. After like a day of drinking, I just love having like a nice lie-in, just like scrolling on my phone in bed. It's just heaven. But yeah, yesterday was so much fun. I had the best time in Bristol. The weather was like perfect. It was like really lovely and sunny. We had a lovely lunch at this tapas place, and it's like Asian tapas called Seven Lucky Gods, which was just absolutely unreal. And then we just had some drinks in the sun, played some games, which was just so much fun. And yeah, it was really nice to catch up with our friends. I'm actually not feeling too bad this morning. Didn't drink like tons, but had a few Prosecco's, had a few Hugos. But yeah, I'm not feeling too worse for this morning. And I think it's because I actually did manage to get quite a good night's sleep. Like normally when I drink, I really struggle with my sleep. But I got 7 hours last night, which can't really complain. So yeah, feeling quite fresh, and I have just got ready for round 2 because I am heading to Exeter this afternoon to meet my friend, which will be so nice because it's actually a friend that I met through work, but she no longer works for us anymore, so I haven't seen her in like almost a year. So I think there's going to be a lot to catch up on. I haven't really done anything else to my hair because I curled it yesterday, and this is just what it looks like today. Probably am going to like try and tidy it up a bit, but on the whole, whenever I air wrap my hair, it does really last until I wash it basically, which is nice because I have seen a lot of people say that the air wrap curls just drop really quick, but I never really find that when I do it. I mean, it has definitely dropped compared to yesterday, but I don't think it looks too bad today. Naturally, my hair is pretty curly and has like a bit of texture in it, so I don't know if that helps with holding the curl. But yeah, I'm just gonna maybe like brush it through slightly, so it does look a bit like kinky in places, but yeah, so that's the hair. Makeup obviously looks the exact same as yesterday, although I have got a little bit less on. And then I'll show you my outfit. So I've just got on this like black boxy top, and this like leopard print shift skirt. I'll show you in the mirror. I don't know how well you can see that, but it's like, yeah, sort of like A-line shift skirt, which I love. I was a bit undecided what to wear because again, I am still trying to cover up my shoulders and the tops of my legs, and I'm sort of running out of like, I thought initially it would be t-shirts that I'm struggling with, but I'm sort of running out of long stuff to wear that's like obviously cool in the heat. But I think this is a good option. I actually low-key prefer this outfit to yesterday's outfit, which is kind of annoying because I don't think I'm going to be out for as long today, but that's fine. So I left Ellen about an hour ago, and I've just been having a little mooch around the shops. I was actually going to stop for a coffee and just sit on the green by the cathedral, but Todd has just texted and his family are having a barbecue this evening. So I'm going to head back now to join them for the barbecue, which will be lovely because the weather is just lush. Like, it's literally so nice. But yeah, it was so nice to see Ellen. We just sat by the water, had some drinks, had some tapas, and had the longest catch up ever, so that was lovely. And yeah, now I'm just walking back towards the station, ready for a yummy evening of barbecue food. Hey team, I am back. This has been the most Saturdayest Sunday ever, in like the best way, because obviously it's the bank holiday weekend. Yeah, I don't actually have any plans tomorrow, which is so nice. I'll have some time to just like properly chill, because yeah, today was so much fun. I obviously saw Ellen and then headed back for the barbecue, which actually ended up being a bit of a nightmare. All the trains were literally so delayed. Like the one I ended up getting on was delayed for like almost 2 hours, and some of these poor people had been sat on that train the entire time, whereas like obviously I'd been around the shops and like done a bit of stuff, and then I still managed to get that same train. Yeah, so it was actually a bit touch and go whether I'd even make it back for the barbecue, because obviously like that was just their dinner. I didn't want to keep everybody waiting, but luckily the train made it in on time. Todd very kindly came and picked me up and then dropped me back to his parents. And yeah, we had such a lovely evening, had really delicious food. We actually played croquet on their lawn, which was really good fun. I've never played it before. And I'm actually not normally very good at like any sporty stuff like that, especially not if it involves like a bat and ball. I know it's a bit different from like bat and ball sports like tennis or paddle or whatever, because it's obviously on the ground. But normally I just can't really gauge like where I have to hit or like how far it is from me or whatever. But was actually surprisingly quite good. Like me and Todd were on the same team, and then Todd's sister Freya and Paul, his dad, were on a team. And yeah, me and Todd were off to a flying start. We did actually end up losing, I think, although the rules were a little bit, we couldn't really gauge them. But yeah, it was just a really fun evening and something a bit different, which I just love, like these spontaneous summer nights. Like, I just feel like you literally can't beat them. So that was just lovely. And yeah, I've just got back in now, had a quick body shower. I need to take my makeup off. I'm in my PJs, just this cute little like short set. Can't remember where this is from actually. I think Primark. Like, a lot of my pyjamas are Primark, and you just really can't go wrong. So yeah, but it is very hot in this house. So I'm going to take my makeup off, put my hair up, and just chill for the rest of the evening. Tomorrow, no plans, which is just like heaven. So might even treat myself to a lie-in, who knows. Good morning. I think the last clip was me saying that I was going to have a really nice lie-in today, but plot twist, it is 7 o'clock in the morning. I've just had breakfast. Basically last night I was looking at my runner plan for the week ahead for my half, and this is like the week of my longest run this week. So the plan says to do 16k at some point this week, but my dilemma is that obviously tomorrow morning is Monday now, so tomorrow morning I'm back to work. Yeah, I'm sort of working all week. I'm potentially going to London on Thursday for a work event, so that rules out both Thursday morning / night and Friday morning, because I'll be travelling back from London. And then on Friday evening we've got Todd's friends coming down from Scotland to stay. So basically I was like umming and ahhing about when I would even get this run done if I don't do it today. So I landed on today because I literally had no plans, and I thought I just need to get the run done, and then I can enjoy the rest of my week and don't have to stress about trying to squeeze it in alongside work and alongside social plans and stuff. So I just thought I'm gonna have to sacrifice my lie-in and get up and do it today before it gets too hot, although it's already, like, you can see the sun streaming in, it's already boiling. So I'm gonna get changed now. I just had some porridge for breakfast, and I'm gonna hit the road before it gets too late. I do normally prefer to have like literally like an hour and a half after eating before running, but I just can't afford to wait that long with the heat today. I think it is literally meant to hit like 29 degrees. So yeah, the sooner I get out the better, and I'm just gonna have to deal with the stitch if I get a stitch. Okay, I am ready to run. This is the outfit, very summery colours. I've got on another one of these Able halter neck tops in like a baby blue, some pink Under Armour shorts, and my Gymshark running belt. This running belt is so good because it's just like completely flat to my stomach and stuff. It doesn't move at all when I'm running, which is so good. So in here I've got a gel. I've got the Pure Sport raspberry gel. I've used these quite a few times now and they always do the job. Like, they do taste really sweet, but I don't mind that. So just got one of these, and I was going to bring 2, but I think it's a bit excessive. Like, I don't really need 2 because I don't know how far I'm actually going to go. And I've also got some Percy's. I feel like sometimes the best part of a long run is the fact that you can eat sweets when you're running. So I've got 4 Percy's. That's sort of like to substitute the second gel, because yeah, sometimes too many gels are just a bit much. Like, I don't really want to be running in the heat with all the sticky gel, you know what I mean? So I'd much rather be just chewing on a Percy. So yeah, I think I'm gonna just put my hair into a bun, because I mean, I'm acting as if it's literally like desert conditions out there, but I just don't want it like sticking on my back when I'm getting all hot and sweaty. How does that look? I don't know. It'll do. I need to put my socks on, put my shoes on, get my sunglasses and headphones, and then get out the door. Forgot to say as well, I will be putting on my heart rate monitor. This one is just a Garmin one that goes around my chest. And yeah, it just makes it all a bit more accurate. I do keep an eye on my heart rate. I haven't ever done like VO2 max or anything like that, so I don't really know what my zones truly are, but I just go off the ones that they put on Strava, which seem pretty accurate based on like how I'm feeling. So this is just 16k. Hopefully I manage 16. We're just going to see how we go, but the plan says 16k at conversational pace. So as long as my heart rate is like not sky high, and as long as I'm feeling all right, I think we'll be good. Okay, I'm 6k in, got 10 to go. I'm actually feeling really good. I'm trying to stay shady where I can, and there is quite a nice breeze, but my mouth is so dry, so when I get to town, I'm gonna stop and get some water. made it into town. I'm about 8k in now. Just stopped at a little cafe for some tap water, which went down a treat. I think I'm going to get to 11 in town, and then I'm going to run back along the canal, which I think should be about 5. We'll see. I've actually just nipped into Tesco now and bought a bottle of water because that little sip got me going, and now I feel like I just need water. But yeah, I'm just heading into the park where I do my interval session, do a few laps around there, and then head back to the canal. Literally got 1k to go now. Home stretch, thank God. It's felt all right on the whole, but it's been so hot coming back. Back from my run, I've just showered and washed my hair, ready for a day of absolutely nothing, which I am so excited for. My plans are literally just to sit on the sofa and like rot all day, which I feel like if you're into running, you know the feeling of like the post long run sofa rot, like you just can't beat it. And it's so nice to not have any plans because I feel like I've been so on the go lately. So I'm really gonna like relish this day. Might do some housework, like a few cleaning jobs that need doing, but on the whole it's gonna be a very relaxed day, which I am really looking forward to. The run felt really good actually. It was 16k, I managed 16, which I'm really pleased about. I had an average pace of about 6:31 I think, let's see. Yeah, average pace 6:31, so it was nice and conversational. I felt really good the whole way round, apart from the heat. The heat was quite intense towards the end, and I actually didn't take my gel because I was a bit nervous about like, so I ate my porridge at about 7 o'clock and left for the run at 20 to 8, which that is quite soon after eating for me to go and run. Like normally I do like to give myself a bit of time to let it all digest and stuff. So I was a bit nervous about like getting a stitch and stuff because I'd never ran that close to eating before. So, and yeah, sometimes gels like do sit a bit funny in the heat and stuff. Like I just feel like there was a few variables today and I didn't want to risk anything. So I wanted to get that run done to the best of my ability. So I actually didn't take the gel. I had all my Percy Pigs though, I had 4 Percy's on the run, but I actually felt fine with how close I'd eaten before I ran, which is really good to know in future. And I think porridge is like a good pre-run breakfast, because although it's like filling and carby and a bit slow releasing, it is like, it does feel quite light. Like sometimes I feel like when you're eating toast or a bagel it like goes on a bit, but you know, there was a bit of fruit in there, it was like, felt quite nice. So that's good to know for race day. Last like 4k were definitely a struggle, and I do feel like that was reflected in the fact that I didn't take my gel, but it's all a lesson. I know now that that sort of timeline with the eating worked for me today, so hopefully next time or even on the half I'll be able to do that and take the gel, so that's good. But yeah, on the whole I was very pleased with that. I woke up this morning, I was literally like, I can't be arsed. There's literally a million things I'd rather do than go and do this run. But I got out, I got it done, and I'm so pleased that I did, because now the day is mine to just chill, relax, do what I want, which will be so nice. I felt absolutely starving after that run, so I've just made myself some dippy eggs and soldiers. Honestly, I've been craving this for so long, I don't even know why, but this looks so good. Just give it a bit of a dunk taste. I've got sourdough soldiers, so they're quite like small, but they'll look like they'll do the job. Let's see, oh, that just looks so good, oh my God. Also, if you don't put Marmite on your soldiers, then what are you doing? I have just sat down for dinner. I got a halloumi Caesar salad because I couldn't be bothered to fry chicken. So I feel like that says a lot about my day today. And I've got an orange juice and lemonade there as well. I feel like this is like my ultimate summer girl dinner. Yeah, it's been a lovely chilled day. I'm just gonna eat this, have a shower, and yeah, get comfy for the evening. I've got another early start tomorrow because before work, me and a couple of the girls from the run club that I go to are actually getting up for a sunrise hike. So I feel like that is just the perfect end to what has been an amazing bank holiday weekend. But it does mean a very early start. I think I'm getting picked up at about 4 in the morning. So yeah, very early night for me tonight just to get prepared for that. So yeah, I'm gonna enjoy my tea, get showered, and probably get to bed. good morning, and what a gorgeous morning it is. That was literally the best start to the day. Alarm was set for 3:30, but I think because I was aware that I needed to get up, I woke up at 2:30. Well, I woke up a few times throughout the night actually and was checking the time, but woke up at 2:30 and then I just like didn't really fall back into a proper sleep. So yeah, I got up at 3:30, got ready, and my friend Freya picked me up at 4. And then yeah, we just drove over to the Quantock, went on a little sunrise hike. There was 5 of us in the end. Yeah, just hiked. It was only like a small little hill, like 20 minutes up, sat about for an hour, watched the sunrise, saw the wild horses, which was so lovely, and then yeah, headed back all before 7 o'clock. It is now 7:10. And yeah, it was just such a beautiful way to start the day, and such a nice thing to do. Like I was saying to Freya on the way back in the car, that I always forget that like there is an option to do stuff before work. Like sometimes when you're so in the 9 to 5 routine, you sort of do forget that, you know, you can just wake up early every now and then and go and like do something with your day first. And also it's really nice to have friends who are up for doing that sort of thing. Like I think because I met these girls through a run club, like they're obviously into their fitness as well. So it's nice that they're up for doing something a little bit different, like a sunrise hike. Because yeah, I mean, obviously won't be doing this like on the regular because I do feel like I'm going to be pretty knackered later. But as a one-off every now and then, it's such a nice thing to do, especially when you've got landscapes like this on my doorstep. Like I really want to make the most of that while I'm living here. So to do that with girls who like know the area better than I do is a really lovely thing. And yeah, I just really enjoyed myself. I've got about 50 minutes now before I start work for the day, so I'm going to head upstairs, have a shower, get changed, have some brekkie and log on. So yeah, I think I'm going to bring this vlog to a close here. I feel like it's a real highlight to close on, and it's a real highlight to what has been such a lovely bank holiday. The weather's been great, my plans have been really fun, and yeah, I'm just having the best time. So I think nice to end it here. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!